We'll cover 5 key principles as part of supporting people in a trauma-informed way. These are understanding trauma and its impact, so that you can recognize the effects in others and how it affects their perceptions and behavior. Promoting safety by creating a safe physical and emotional environment. Supporting their control, choice and autonomy by helping others regain control, giving them choice and enabling them to make decisions. Sharing power, where you promote joint decision making and ensure the power dynamic is shared appropriately. Believing that recovery is possible for everyone, regardless of their initial vulnerability. Despite all the other challenges in your role, continuing to recognize that trauma-affected individuals need to be respected, informed about what's happening, empowered to make decisions, involved in the process, and be given hope throughout their recovery is something not to lose sight of. The article described how the body remembers the response to the traumatic incident and retains a memory of how it reacted. From this, whenever the brain considers that a real or perceived threat similar to the traumatic event may occur, the body repeats this reaction as it enters survival mode. In the case of a child, you can say something like, "Let's do something together as we talk," so that you can feel safer and you're not worried about feeling bad. Would you like to draw something together? Or is there something else you'd like to do instead? This lowers their feeling of the spotlight being shined upon them and also involves them in the decision making, empowering them at the same time. Many of the people you help are naturally skeptical about your involvement. After all, you're probably one of the many helpers and services being thrust into their lives. The first step is to try and involve a supportive person they already trust. So both the person and their trusted adult is present at your first. What you say and how you say it can also make a difference. During the initial meetings, notice their behaviors and give them time to move from a heightened arousal state to one that is relatively calmer. As you wait for them to return to a more normal state, for children you could undertake types of play or distraction that take the focus away from your interaction and meeting purpose, to instead focus initially on the drawing, puzzle or other activity. You can change the concept or key message for your own situation, recognizing there are 2 important things about this introduction. First, it's honest. It doesn't shy away from what everyone involved is already thinking. Secondly, it introduces the important concepts of choice and control. Both are becoming frustrated with a child's delayed answer or not giving them the time needed to answer before you begin rephrasing the question in an attempt to help will mean you are not viewed as a safe person. Despite the best of intentions, you're taking their choice away from them and beginning to dictate things such as their speed of answer and the expectation they will answer questions in your time, not theirs. Taking the key points from this section, here are 10 things to keep in mind. Give choice and control where possible. Ensure your approach is structured and consistent. Act as a witness rather than an analyst seeking to question every detail. Ask open-ended questions that show curiosity, not judgment. Not being able to concentrate is an important one, as it's often thought to be the child misbehaving. Instead, simplify tasks. Add repetition, clear structure, and show patience. Worrying about something else happening to them means that they should try and promote a sense of reassurance and a sense of safety that they will recover in the future and be able to handle situations that arise. In a culture of disrespect, kindness turns into aggression. Respect and cooperation morph to manipulation, and others are no longer valued but feared. For this reason, showing respect and these core values can prevent further damage to the person's worldview, while also demonstrating that other people can be helpful and supportive rather than hurtful and dangerous. At the start of the session, you can create a sense of safety by explaining what will be happening in the session and how you'll move between activities and sections. This lets them know what to expect, removes some fear of the unknown, and shows that you can be trusted to do as you say, providing you make an effort to ensure the session goes as you described at the start. Ensuring they understand they are not the problem, but the problem is the problem, builds a sense that the issue you're tackling is separate to them as an individual. This approach conveys trust, that you are there, two people working together to overcome a problem, not that you're there to fix them because they're broken. This avoids any shame or blame and will create more willingness to engage.